I got your border weight update. If you're coming across the border this hour, your border weight, I confuse myself sometimes. Your border weight update is brought to you by MD Community Care Center in Brawley, now providing a flu vaccine as well as COVID testing and COVID vaccine, lab services on site, women's exams, sports physicals, and a whole lot more. Downtown Port of Entry has 6 lanes open. There's a 20 to 25 minute wait. There's no wait in the Century Lane, no wait in the pedestrian lanes. Eastport, the Gateway Port, there's a 30 to 35 minute wait in the regular lanes, 30 to 35 minute wait in the 3 ready lanes, no wait at the East Century Lane, there's no wait at the Andrade Port. There's Border Weight Update brought to you by MD Community Care Center in Brawley. Let their clinic be your primary provider. Same-day appointments and walk-ins always welcome. All major insurances are accepted. Give them a call, 760-351-1011.
If you're traveling for pleasure or business, don't forget you can take us along. Log on our website, kxoradio.com. News, weather, information you can use, kxoradio.com.
And it is time to take a look at the birthdays. We've got some birthdays, big shot birthdays, and some people we may actually know. The big shot birthdays, January 21st, opera singer Plácido Domingo. He's 82 today. Jill Eikenberry, she is 76. Guitarist Bill Ibaston. He's in the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Guys that did Bojangles and stuff like that. He's 76. Singer-songwriter Billy Ocean. Get in his car. He's 73.
Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.
Hello.
Heart.org/blood pressure. Check, change, control. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the
I have no idea where that's coming from.
Meditation on parenting. Begin by finding a comfortable, relaxed position. Let out whatever stress is in your body.
Okay, let's do this.
The Imperial Irrigation District announces its 2023 residential weatherization program. Open to all residential customers, the program can provide several energy-saving services at no cost. Services may include a smart programmable thermostat, high-efficiency air conditioning motor, ceiling fan, weather stripping, and more, helping customers save energy and reduce cooling costs. Visit iid.com/weatherization for details or contact Synergy Companies at 1-800-818-4298 for an appointment.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Daniel DeVoy, Alfonso Carreño, Rachel Potter, Macy Kearns, Jaden Garcia, Roman Platero, Gloria Cervantes, Jaden Cortez, Ines Rodriguez, Manuel Vasquez Sr., Tony Basurto. We have Charlotte Huggins, Joe Cox, Evelyn Miramontes, Melissa Garcia, Rudy Rodriguez, Arthur Escalante, Rebecca Carrillo, Ed Caldwell, Israel Gallegos, Joyce Miller, Leo Rosales, and Luisa Vargas. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Kennedy's Carne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from and award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. USDA choice filet mignon, $6.99 a pound. Fresh menudo, $2.99 a pound. Honeycomb menudo family pack, $9.99 a pound. Pork neck bone, 99 cents a pound. And our famous award-winning carne asada choice flat meat, $1 off per pound. It's back only Monday through Wednesday. Traditional pollo asada, buy one, get 1 pound free. We match our competitors' prices. Kennedy's Carne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Carne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
Don't miss any of the action as the NFL playoffs continue. KXO AM 1230 has every game all the way to the Super Bowl. Touchdown! NFL playoff games brought to you by
Southwest Security Services, the UPS Store, Kennedy's Taco Shop, and Center for Employment Training.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
And your World California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. More job cuts in the tech industry, this time from Google, which is getting rid of 12,000 people. CBS's Janet Shamlian.
Big tech went on an aggressive hiring boom during the pandemic, but cuts are now sweeping the industry. Microsoft this week saying it would lay off 10,000, Amazon shedding as many as 18,000, and Facebook parent Meta cutting 11,000.
T-Mobile is warning customers that hackers have stolen data from 37 million of them, including dates of birth. Insider reporter William Antonelli.
This breach obviously was not as severe as others in the past have been, but still it shows that they have some big holes in their security.
Elon Musk on the stand over his tweet about taking Tesla private. CBS's Mayor Rubin.
In 2018, Musk tweeted he secured the funding to take Tesla private, a deal that never happened. But his tweets led to a class action lawsuit alleging he misled investors.
CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keys.
California headline news. Vice President Kamala Harris visited a water storage facility in Los Angeles yesterday. She spoke at Tahunga Spreading Gardens, a system built to collect and store stormwater runoff for later use. Harris said the site is an innovative solution.
Everything from what we do in terms of conservation to recycling, desalination, and storage of water.
The family of an unarmed black man who died after being tasered by Los Angeles police officers announced yesterday they are suing the city for $50 million. Keenan Anderson, a 31-year-old English teacher, died at a hospital after being tasered 6 times in less than a minute on January 3rd, Attorney Ben Crump.
It begs the question, why can't they ever de-escalate when it's black people? They de-escalate just fine when it's white people.
A consumer group has asked the California Attorney General to investigate why SoCal gas customers are paying twice as much now for natural gas with very little advance warning. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And your World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it is now time for page 1 of the local news. A service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations is to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. As page 1 of the local news, we've got things going on today. Slam Fest Festival is today. It's being held at the Brett Driscoll Sidewinder Skate Park. It's the 3rd annual Slam Festival. It'll feature BMX and skate competitions and more. There'll be artists and live music as well. Registration for competition is at 11 o'clock this morning. BMX competition starts at 12 noon. Skate competition begins at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The competitions will feature 3 divisions: beginners, intermediate, and advanced. All competitors must wear helmets, and those 17 and under must be accompanied to the event by a parent or guardian. There will also be a bike ride led by Chain Reaction. It is open to anyone who wants to participate. The live bands begin at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with Pheromona Pheromona, and then Mirage plays at 2:30 p.m. The headliners, Pure Magic, they entertain at 4 p.m. There will be food vendors, information booths, lawn games, and more. The City of El Centro Parks and Recreation Facebook page has all the event details. If you want to get them, just go to Facebook. Also today, the 2023 Brisket Cook-Off fundraiser. It's the fourth annual cook-off. It was interrupted by the pandemic, but it is back. Returns today. It's sponsored by One World Beef, the Chamber of Commerce of Greater Brawley, and the Brawley Cattle Call Queen Royalty Association. The event will be held on Main Street and Plaza Park, already blocked off in Brawley, from 12 noon until 4 p.m. There'll be a beer garden, vendors, a petting zoo, line dancing, and more. From noon to 3 p.m., plate tickets will be available. Plate includes brisket, coleslaw, beans, and a roll. There you go. Have some fun. We'll have more news in just a minute.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
And the egg prices, everybody knows that they are sky high. Don't go to Mexico and buy eggs. Don't do that. A lot of people have thought about it, but don't do it. CBP highly recommends against it. With the prices of eggs on this side of the border sky high, some people have attempted to smuggle eggs from Mexico into the U.S. It's not worth it. According to the San Diego field office of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, uncooked eggs and poultry are prohibited entry into the United States from Mexico. They have been for some time. If you try to bring eggs across the border from Mexicali and don't declare the eggs, you could be subject to penalties up to $10,000. If you tell the CBP up front that you have eggs, they'll seize your eggs for sure, but you may not be fined, which saves you some money there. The El Centro Police assisted a man who was being chased by lions, according to the man anyway. The man called police at about 1 p.m. Thursday. He said he was at a fast food restaurant on North Imperial Avenue and that lions were trying to get out of their cars. When police arrived, they found the man on top of a car. At first, he declined to come down off the car, but was eventually persuaded to do so. He was turned over to Imperial County Behavioral Health staff. No lions, tigers, or bears were anywhere in sight. The man is being treated. That's the good news. That's page 1 of the local news. A service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers make all makes and all models. Okay, you never need an appointment. It's a nice place, and they're all very nice people.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's on to page 2 of the local news. Latest unemployment rate for Imperial County was released yesterday morning. The numbers are released by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. Numbers for December, those are the latest ones available. Imperial County's unemployment rate ended the year down from the previous month. Jobless rate in December came in at 14.8%. That's down from a revised 16.7% recorded in November. November 2022 and above the year-ago estimate of 14%. This compares to an unadjusted unemployment rate of 3.7% for the state and 3.3% for the nation during the same period. COVID cases dropped below 200. Cases of COVID-19 were updated the Thursday morning. The COVID numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. The new numbers indicate there are now 188 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. Latest COVID-19 tier metrics for Imperial County indicate new cases per day per 100,000 population at 10.70 with a positivity rate of 11%. Fatalities resulting from the virus they're unchanged. We got your weather coming up next.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The high temperature yesterday, 63 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 32. National Weather Service says tranquil weather is expected through the weekend, although cold early morning temperatures in the 30s are expected for many of the lower desert communities, with some locations dropping to near or below freezing. Another weather system will affect the region Sunday night through Monday, bringing a round of strong gusty winds across portions of southeast California. Behind this system, a reinforcing shot of cold air will result in the potential for more widespread early morning freezing temperatures through the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today, highs right near 64, west winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows around 37, west winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies, highs right near 67, south to southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies, overnight lows around 39, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 62, windy conditions, a north wind 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour at times. And right now we're looking at 38 degrees, 52% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still good throughout the region.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
It is now time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Today, the playoffs get underway in earnest. It's the division round. It's a doubleheader today and tomorrow, NFL playoffs on 1230 KXO. Over every single one of them. We'll take you right up to and including the Super Bowl. Today's doubleheader starts at 1 o'clock. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. 5 o'clock this evening, the New York Giants go against the Philadelphia Eagles. Sunday, it's the 11:30 a.m. kickoff. Cincinnati Bengals going against the Buffalo Bills. 3:30 p.m. tomorrow, it'll be the 49ers and the Cowboys. In the NBA scoreboard, they had the Magic. Magic beat the Pelicans 123 to 110. Hawks over the Knicks 139 to 124. It was the Warriors over the Cavaliers 120 to 114. Mavericks got by the Heat 115 to 90. Clippers over the Spurs 131 to 126. Nuggets defeated the Pacers 134 to 111. And there was the Nets. The Nets beat the Jazz 117 to 106. The Lakers beat the Grizzlies 122 to 121. There was a bit of a scuffle in that game, the Grizzlies, but not against the Lakers. It was Shannon Sharp was at the game, and apparently irritated the Grizzlies, and there was a bit of a tit for tat, but it was all broken up and everything went okay, except for the Grizzlies. They lost the game. The Kings beat the Thunder 118-113, and we'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in the National Hockey League, it was just a couple of games. Penguins beat the Senators 4-1, and the Avalanche got by the Canucks. Same thing, 4-1. At the Australian Open, there's 4 Americans in the fourth round. That hasn't happened for a decade, 2 decades. Back in 2004, it included a couple of Grand Slam champions, Andre Agassi and Andy Roddick. Everything is all new now this year for the quartet that is in the quarterfinals, the fourth round. Tommy Paul is just 25. J.J. Wolf is 24. All youngsters. Sebastian Corda is 22, and Ben Shelton is 20. All about to make their fourth round debuts at Melbourne Park in Australia. And I think we mentioned that. Michigan has fired Matt Wise amid the computer case access crime investigation in Michigan. He was suspended, you'll remember, and now he's been let go altogether. In soccer, U.S. men's national team will have a very different look at the top as it heads into the new year. Brian McBride will not return as the general manager of the program. McBride, who scored 30 goals in 95 appearances for the U.S. as a player, became general manager of the men's team in 2020. He is now moving on to do something else. The most impressive part of Kyrie Irving's 48-point performance Friday night actually came about an hour after he carried the Brooklyn Nets to a much-needed 117-106 win over the Utah Jazz. In the midst of describing the most defining game of his star-crossed season, a reporter prefaced a question about the team's expectations in the wake of Kevin Durant's absence, noting that it was probably unrealistic expectation to think Irving would go off for close to 50 every night. Before the question was even finished, Irving interjected with his own answer. I don't think it's an unrealistic expectation. So look for that from Irving. He's going to try and do 50 points every game. The Gators, Jaden Rashada, a top quarterback prospect in the 2023 class, has been released from his national letter of intent by Florida and is now free to sign with another team, according to sources. Rashada, who was the highest-rated signee in the Gators' 2023 class in December, asked for his release after a reported $13 million name, image, and a likeness package fell through. So he wasn't going to get no money, so why go through with that? The former WNBA MVP Breanna Stewart will meet with Seattle Storm, New York Liberty, Minnesota Lynx, and Washington Mystics once the league's free agency period opens Saturday tonight at midnight, according to sources. The meeting will be they'll take place in Istanbul, Turkey, where Stewart is playing for the club team in Turkey, the Fenerbahce. That's the name of the team, I guess. Penguins defenseman P.O. Joseph and older brother Matthew Joseph, a forward for the Senators, lived out a childhood dream when they played each other for the first time in the NHL. That was last night in Pittsburgh. Neither player recorded a point in Pittsburgh's 4-1 win, but they did enter the box score together when they drew coincidental high-stick penalties while their parents were in the crowd to watch them both go to the penalty box. So there you go. I think they had separate penalty boxes, so they couldn't talk. That's it. That's sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is time for your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers a live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks ended sharply higher yesterday, with the technology sector helping to alleviate some of the week's losses as investors digested mixed earnings reports and worried about slowing economic growth. The Dow Jones Industrial Average erased an early decline to rise to 330.93 points, or 1%, to close at 33,375.49. S&P 500 gained 73.76 points, or 1.9%, to finish at 3,972.61. NASDAQ Composite jumped 288.17 points, or 2.7%, to end at 11,140.43. For the week, the Dow and S&P 500 booked losses, snapping 2 straight weeks of gains after Thursday marked the third straight daily drop for both benchmarks. The Dow saw a weekly decline of 2.7%, while the S&P 500 fell 0.7%. NASDAQ notched a weekly rise of 0.6%. NASDAQ booked a third straight week of gains. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The high temperature yesterday, 63 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 32. National Weather Service says tranquil weather is expected through the weekend, although cold early morning temperatures in the 30s are expected for many of the lower desert communities, with some locations dropping to near or below freezing. Another weather system will affect the region Sunday night through Monday, bringing a round of strong gusty winds across portions of southeast California. Behind this system, a reinforcing shot of cold air will result in the potential for more widespread early morning freezing temperatures through the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 64. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 37. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 67. South to southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 39. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 62. Windy conditions, a north wind 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour at times. And there you go, 41 degrees right now, 53% the relative humidity. The financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best weeks in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual.
I'm Allison Keyes in the Washington Bureau. The number of migrants processed at the southern border reached a record high last month, but that is changing in the days after the Biden administration announced tougher enforcement measures. CBS's Stacey Lynn with more.
New numbers have been released by Customs and Border Protection officials. They processed migrants over 251,000 times last month. That's a 7% increase from November. The record numbers, they say, are fueled by more migrants coming from Cuba and Nicaragua. But since the Biden administration announced tougher enforcement measures earlier this month, the number of migrants apprehended has plummeted. Border Patrol is currently averaging roughly 4,000 migrant apprehensions per day, a 40% drop from the daily average in December. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
A new data breach in the nation, this time for 37 million T-Mobile customers. It took the wireless giant months to discover hackers had stolen information, including addresses, phone numbers, and dates of birth. Insider reporter William Antonelli.
It took them about 3 months to realize that an infiltrator had actually even been there. The infiltrator first got in late November, and it took until January for T-Mobile to notice and take action.
Google is the latest tech company to announce layoffs, 12,000 of them, after a hiring boom in the industry during the COVID-19 pandemic. CBS's Michael George.
The belt-tightening at Google follows other recent tech sector job cuts. Microsoft announced earlier this week it's laying off 10,000 workers, or nearly 5% of its workforce. Amazon has said it's cutting 18,000 jobs, and Meta, the parent company of Facebook, announced it's laying off 11,000 positions.
Testimony yesterday in that case over Elon Musk's tweet that he was taking Tesla private, and allegations that caused the company's stock to plummet, hurting investors. CBS's John Blackstone with more.
One of those investors was Glenn Littleton, the first witness in the case, who testified Musk's tweets cost him more than $3 million as Tesla's share price soared and then dropped as it became evident that Musk did not have funding to take the company private.
Now to talks over more aid to Ukraine amid the Russian war, CBS's Bradley Blackburn.
In Kyiv Friday, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky met with a bipartisan group of visiting U.S. senators and thanked the U.S. for the aid package.
New ammunition, which are very important for us. And we need something more, but I don't want to speak about it on camps.
This as President Zelensky holds an emotional meeting with relatives of people who died this week in a helicopter crash in Kyiv, including a child on the ground. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
All the symptoms listed, beat it, test it, treat it, you can beat it, test it. If you feel sick, test to know if it's COVID, treat it. Medication is key to slow the virus in your body. Beat it, recover smoother. You may test negative sooner. California, you know you need it. Test it, treat it, you can beat it.
If you test positive for COVID, ask for medication. Visit youcanbeatit.org. Call 833-422-4255. Sponsored by the California Department of Public Health.
It's a big day for NFL fans.
Kansas City, the top AFC seed, hosts Jacksonville. Analyst Julian Edelman expects a Chiefs win.
Andy Reid off of a bye is like 27-10 or something. He's always winning. He always brings in a new wrinkle, especially for the playoffs. He's going to have some play, some ring around the rosy. That's going to be a huge momentum play.
Then it's NFC East division rivals Philadelphia and New York. CBS's Phil Simms says the Giants will need to step it up on defense.
My big worry is the speed of the Philadelphia wide receivers. Man, that's tough covering those guys down the field.
Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The Oscar nomination nominations are being announced on Tuesday, and popular films including Elvis, Top Gun Maverick, and Avatar: The Way of Water are all expected to be up for Best Picture. Angela Bassett is likely to be nominated for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and Jamie Lee Curtis may get her first nod. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer.
With George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you wanna.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.